season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 15 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting in...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A quick throw here out to Brown. Look at this Baltimore defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And this is what we talk, game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Oh, now a running play here with Smith.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On the return, Deontay Hardy. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. Jackson. James has got it. Complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
2nd down and 6 now.
At the 11-yard line.
Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2nd and 9.
Now Mahomes. And incomplete.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On third down, Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Henry out of the pistol. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This is 2nd and 8.
At their 48-yard line.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Jackson going to run. And he's He's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. The offense on third down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
Tucker's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. An injury stoppage here, and that's Marquise Brown, who appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. The Chiefs had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have regained the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? Good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And again, it's Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. Bijan Robinson, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Garrett Wilson, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week with Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Commanders. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We're ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to Toney. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 47-yard line.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Now a toss left for Pacheco. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch in between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be caught by Tony. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 32 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. KC's offense ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right at the 35. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play fake. Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes. Going to be caught here left side. Moore. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Stiff-armed him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashion together a heck of a resume.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now on first down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Mahomes' throw there caught by Gallup. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Kansas City.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mahomes going to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 20.
It's now second down and 20.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the decision to throw the flag, a good one by Andy Reid. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Deontay Hardy. And finally out of bounds, so he doesn't take it the distance. All but 5 yards shy of the end zone.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Pacheco once again. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. On the return, Hardy. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:46 to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Jackson. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Kansas City, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.